In a surprising twist, LeBron James has chosen to join the San Antonio Spurs amidst interest from other NBA teams, as he's set to form a formidable partnership with Victor Wembanyama, which was shown in their warm embrace during the Summer League. This comes after rumors over the past few days have linked him to one of the 4 teams that have maintained contacts with his agent Rich Paul. Surprisingly, the San Antonio Spurs came out of nowhere and hijacked the deal.
Because when that money freaks up, that's what they can go after him.
That's what I'm thinking. They're making the move for him, for Luka.
They have so much money. Like you got Luka.
So they're playing it right then, right now.
Yeah. So him signing, signing versus him saying he's locked in for 2 more years. You'd rather him say, all right, this is my last year under y'all books. Damn. So if you go into the summer, and let's say.
Interestingly, the Spurs have the draft capital to spare and managed to keep Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, and Jeremy Sochan to pair with Victor Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox long-term. A lineup of Fox, Castle, Vassell, James, and Wembanyama with Harper, Sochan, Carter Bryant, and a yet-to-be-signed free agent center would be very, very hard to beat. According to CBS Sports a few weeks ago, the Spurs are the 7th most likely team to pull off a trade for James. James could compete for a championship right now with De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama, pointed out Sam Quinn. The question here is whether or not the Spurs would go hard for him. They didn't make a major offer for Kevin Durant, who is younger and has Texas ties.
Be the 4 teams interested in trading for LeBron. Gills, you mentioned the Cavs, also the Mavs, Clippers, and Warriors.
Clippers remind me of the big 3 when they was trying to get Caitlin Clark. You don't get your ass out of this conference. Ain't no damn way she's going down. That's what.
While adding James would be a clear win-now move with only a season of viability, the depth lost in the trade is not insurmountable. And if James were to agree to a deal, the Spurs would bounce back quickly after he retires. Of course, the major hint behind what looks like a secret deal between San Antonio Spurs and LeBron James was his appearance during the Summer League. All-star LeBron James made headlines once again at NBA Summer League. He was first seen courtside, offering advice to his son Bronny James during a game against the Clippers. Later, the Lakers star was spotted backstage sharing a handshake with San Antonio Spurs phenom Victor Wembanyama. The brief interaction quickly lit up the internet and fueled a fresh wave of speculation.
Like you said, he a phenom. I think the kid, number one of the best things that could have ever happened to him
is going
was
to
the
San
lottery.
Antonio.
And you go to San Antonio with Coach Pop. That infrastructure, that's number one going to teach you how to be a pro.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So many guys fail just because they never learn how to be professionals.
Right.
And so that's great for him, number one. And then their player development is unmatched, you know? So I think that's huge for him.
The brief exchange showed the two dapping each other up, followed by a quick hug, simple, respectful, yet deeply symbolic. Victor Wembanyama was recently cleared to return after a blood clot scare in his right shoulder, adding weight to the moment. The 20-year-old has been easing back into form, even spending 10 days training at the famed Shaolin Temple. His presence in Las Vegas had already stirred excitement. A public link with LeBron? That only poured fuel on the fire.
We got all this money and we sign, let's say somehow we do a trade and we get Jokic. LeBron's a free agent. Now he can say, hey, I'll come back for $1 million.
Okay.
Now, that's the actual power because
you saying they could get Joker next year?
Yeah, he can make. What I'm saying is you have
some Joker's player option 2027.
Yeah, you can make offer.
He could force the Nuggets hand next year.
They're going to do that too.
So, get me out of
LeBron James's future with the Lakers, meanwhile, remains a mystery. He exercised his $52.6 million player option for the 2025 to 2026 season, but notably declined to sign a contract extension. His agent, Rich Paul, confirmed that multiple teams have reached out about trade possibilities. Among them were Dallas, Cleveland, Golden State, and the Clippers. However, with LeBron holding a no-trade clause, the ball remains firmly in his court. Reporters and cameras tried to get a read on him during the NBA Summer League festivities. When approached by ESPN for a live interview, LeBron James brushed it off with a brief, pointed response. "I ain't got nothing to talk about." That silence, paired with his meeting with Victor Wembanyama, has sparked theories ranging from playful recruitment to genuine interest in pairing up with the Spurs' rising star.
And the big thing is, I don't think the usage for Wemby is where it needs to be. He should be taking 20 shots a game, minimum 20 to 25 shots a game. Nobody else should even be looking to shoot until he's touched the ball twice on every possession because he's that dominant. I don't care that he's 190 pounds soaking wet with a heavy coat on in the snowstorm. At 7'4", he can shoot from anywhere. He already is one of the greatest defensive players in the history of basketball.
For fans of the purple and gold, it's an uneasy moment. For the first time in his career, LeBron James has opted into the final year of his contract. Next season, the Los Angeles Lakers will owe him $52.6 million player million. Although as they pivot to the Luka Doncic era, there is reason to believe that the Lakers will entertain trading James. LeBron and Bradley Beal are the only two players in the league with no trade clauses, and it's hard to imagine James agreeing to play elsewhere, with the Dallas Mavericks and Cleveland Cavaliers being the only agreed-upon exceptions. However, the San Antonio Spurs are one of only a handful of teams that can add James without slashing their depth, as outlined in a recent mock trade by Clutch Point's Bailey Bassett. The biggest concern with James coming to town would be the inevitable circus he brings with him.
There's just some shit you see, just be like, where y'all come from?
That was good. That was good.
But if you
With him, would you rather finish a Laker or would you rather finish a Cleveland Cavalier? That's where your statue's gonna go. It's all.
yeah, Cleveland.
Right, it's Cleveland, right? It's a better soul.
After 22 seasons, he commands a certain respect, and if he decides that he wants to play a 24th season after this year, would the Spurs break the bank for him? Would they have patience as he contemplates retirement, knowing full well that the Spurs are Wemby's team, not his own? That remains to be seen. For the Spurs, this trade seems like a pipe dream. If James wants to compete as the mentor to a young superstar, staying in Hollywood and doing that with Luka Doncic makes sense. If he wants a storybook ending, heading back to the Cavs or ending his career in Dallas next to Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving, two of his more notable teammates, makes more sense than a farewell tour with Greg Popovich, who won't even be on the sidelines.
That's what I said. Next summer becomes the more dangerous because now you have LeBron who don't have to opt into nothing. He's free, then he can sign whatever he wants to sign and go anywhere he wants to go.
Gotcha.
Now you're talking about, hey, I come back for 2 years, 1 year.
Gotcha.
$1 million.
Gotcha.
Interestingly, LeBron James has also expressed interest in the San Antonio Spurs, especially the team that made him lose 3 NBA Finals. Before LeBron James and Stephen Curry became the perennial NBA playoff matchup, James squared off against the San Antonio Spurs 3 times in the finals, beating them only once in 2013. Between Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Bruce Bowen, and later Kawhi Leonard, the Spurs were able to exert two-way dominance, sweeping James and the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2007 and posting the biggest points differential in NBA Finals history in 2014. James recently revealed what made the Spurs so hard to play against during their dynasty.
When you play the Spurs, not only are you trying to defeat the Hall of Fame players, you're also trying to defeat the Hall of Fame coach.
Mm-hmm. Can I stop you there? Like, was Pop a spy in the military? Like, I'm serious.
Yeah, for sure.
He spoke Russian.
Yeah.
He came from the Air Force Academy.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he was on his way to be an agent for the United States government. You're trying to win a basketball game against him.
When you play the Spurs, not only are you trying to defeat the Hall of Fame players, you're also trying to defeat the Hall of Fame coach, outlined LeBron James on his Mind the Game podcast. Regardless of whoever James was trying to beat, Popovich was standing on the sidelines, orchestrating the Spurs with precision rarely seen on an NBA court. He approached the game like no coach ever has, leading to unparalleled success. Was Pop a spy in the military? Asked Steve Nash. He spoke Russian. He came from the Air Force Academy. I think he was on his way to be an agent for the United States government. And you're trying to win a basketball game against him.
Be the 4 teams interested in trading for LeBron. Gills, you mentioned the Cavs, also the Mavs, Clippers, and Warriors.
Clippers remind me of the Big Three when they was trying to get Caitlin Clark. You don't get your ass out of this conversation. Ain't no damn way she's going down. That's what.
Popovich did in fact serve in Turkey and Eastern Europe, as well as some other places he may or may not be allowed to talk about. It is rather odd that he found a career as a basketball coach, which was likely never the plan. You look to the sideline, and you got Pop over there, and he's like on the floor as well, but standing on the sideline, James continued. They're not gonna beat themselves. You know that, so you're already mentally drained before you even get into it. It's like you start to put more pressure on yourself, saying, we've got to play perfect basketball. During the 2014 NBA Finals, the Spurs beat the Miami Heat by 19, 21, and then 17 points to close out the series in 5 games. In the final 3 games, the Spurs averaged 157 more passes than the Heat per game. It's impossible to outrun the basketball, and James had no answer for the greatest coach in NBA history.
But looking at the current state of the Lakers, how much faith do you have in the Lakers surrounding the current big three? Luka, LeBron, Austin Reeves.
Yeah,
The championship level roster.
Big 4.
Big 4 and big. Yeah.
Big 4.5.
Rui.
You like Rui's all right for the 4 man.
Although very much different from what it was back then, Victor Wembanyama plays for the San Antonio Spurs, and he has expressed his unwillingness to move to another team for the rest of his promising career. Victor Wembanyama's arrival in the NBA is no longer just a promise. It has undeniably become a reality. The fans in San Antonio are the ones currently enjoying this young star, and they hope to do so for many years to come. The French phenom, who still has a long journey ahead, is already looking to forge a different path from that of Michael Jordan and even LeBron James.
There's just some shit you see, just be like, where y'all come from?
That was good. That was good.
But if you
With him, would you rather finish a Laker or would you rather finish a Cleveland Cavalier? That's that's where your statue's gonna go. It's all.
Yeah, Cleveland.
Right, it's Cleveland, right? It's a better story.
Two of the greatest players in the history of the game not only made their mark with the teams that drafted them, but also went on to wear other jerseys throughout their careers. Wemby, on the other hand, has stated that he intends to be a Spur for life. Maxime Aubin, a prominent French journalist based in San Antonio, sat down for a one-on-one interview with his fellow countrymen. During the conversation, Wembanyama revealed that one of his dreams is to spend his entire career in San Antonio. I know that not every player in the NBA has the same ambitions, but it's obviously my dream to spend my entire career with a single franchise, here, in San Antonio, he said. Unlike Victor Wembanyama's intention to spend his entire career wearing a San Antonio Spurs jersey, both Michael Jordan and LeBron James were unable to do so during their otherwise legendary runs in the league.
Players in the history of basketball can stay healthy. He already has the most blocks and most blocks per game of anybody at his age bracket ever in history of basketball. He's only going to get better, develop his game a little bit more to be more consistent in terms of his shot selection.
As far as building a continuity of being a legitimate playoff threat, I don't think it's worth it. I think you stand better at evaluating your now current and possibly future head coach and developing your now and
While his airness is widely regarded as one of the greatest players of all time, especially for what he accomplished with the Chicago Bulls, he also had a brief stint with the Washington Wizards, where he eventually retired. It's also worth noting that between those two NBA chapters, he made a short-lived switch to professional baseball. LeBron, meanwhile, has played for multiple teams and is still active today. After debuting with the Cleveland Cavaliers, where he had 2 separate stints, the King took his talents to South Florida and won championships with the Miami Heat. One major question surrounding LeBron's future is how it might impact his son, Bronny James, who joined the Lakers in 2024, as critics drafting the 20-year-old appeared to be a strategic move to please LeBron.
I'm trying to win these championships, and if you stand in the way of that, we're going to battle, and I'll take your head off. To this day, I still take Bron's head off, no problem, like when we on the court, and he's still going to try to take my head off, no problem when we on the court. There is a respect and a love that's there that no basketball is going to change, no game is going to change, no series is going to change. Like that love and that.
And according to John Hollinger of The Athletic, Bronny's path with the Lakers is far from guaranteed, so the younger James must now prove he can earn his place on merit in the 2025/26 NBA season. Bronny's rookie year statistics were modest: 2.3 points, 0.7 rebounds, and 0.03 assists, 8 assists per game, while shooting just 31.3% from the field. However, he did show potential in the G League with the South Bay Lakers. Now he needs to translate that to the NBA. LeBron James's status remains a focal point, and so too does the direction of the franchise as they weigh up between short-term championship contention or a rebuild around Luka Doncic.
This year, in the regular season, boy, it's so great for them to get together this summer and have that experience.
Coming up to you at a Lakers game when you were in the stands, checking in with you. But what was the message today?
Just catching up, but mainly just,
James's agent Rich Paul stepped in to address the chatter. There's so many voices in today's game and around today's game and media and things like that, and everyone has a job to do, Paul said on Sirius XM NBA radio. For us, hey, let those people do their job. It's not for us to rebut or to try to give clarity on what's said, what's not said. That's not the focus. Focus is, hey man, enjoy your summer, the agent clarified. Obviously, I wear a lot of different hats, so I have a lot of things on my plate that I'm doing. I'm in the office every day, and I'm working hard every day. That's my focus. Reports suggest the Lakers have shifted their focus toward Luka Doncic, while LeBron opted into his $52.6 million player option for the 2025 to 2026 season. His long-term future in Los Angeles remains uncertain, especially after reportedly being left out of the loop on two major team decisions earlier in the year. Following their exit from the playoffs, LeBron James reportedly doubts the Lakers' ability to contend for a title and end their championship drought, which dates back to 2020.
LeBron would do his due diligence. Skip, you remember the first time he went to Miami, he actually sat down with 6 teams. The Heat, the Clippers, the Nets, the Bulls. We know he will do his homework. He and his team will leave no stone unturned to make sure LeBron maximizes all his options. He wants
like with his little baritone. First, it caught me off guard because I still had to get used to liking that guy because of all of our battles. It was definitely a confidence boost, and obviously at the end of the day, it came at the right time.
Do you think that camaraderie is going to get in the way when the regular season starts again?
Not at all.
Okay.
As a result, rumors suggest he may be exploring options for what could be his final dance in the NBA. Teams like the Cleveland Cavaliers have already expressed interest in a potential reunion. Nevertheless, in a dramatic late twist, the Golden State Warriors reportedly began aiming to create a historic duo for next season, Stephen Curry and LeBron James. Bringing together two of the greatest players of their generation, the franchise would be all in on one shared goal, winning the NBA championship. It's worth noting that the Golden State Warriors previously attempted to acquire LeBron James during the 2023-24 season.
I'm taking that deep, bro. All in their prime, by the way. All in their prime, man. So as long as the player played for that team, you can call it out. First player that comes to mind, Kevin Durant. Oh, my wait. Steph at the 1, Kevin Durant's at the 3, Shaq at the 5, bro. This might not only go 82-0, but we're going to win the champ.
During the 2023-2024 season, the San Francisco-based franchise pursued a deal to bring the King onto their roster. However, negotiations fell short, and the two sides were unable to reach an agreement before the trade deadline. Now, with Stephen Curry still leading the way, the Golden State Warriors are expected to make another push for LeBron James. According to reports from ESPN's Ramona Shelburne and Brian Windhorst, 4 teams have inquired about the Lakers' star, and among them is Golden State, signaling renewed interest in forming a potential super team.
For Summer League right now, and this story broke today from Ramona Shelburne and Brian Windhorst of ESPN about LeBron James, his future with the Lakers, how murky things are getting, and it's got me wondering, could we really be looking at a LeBron trade in the near future? Joining me is Donnie Freeman. Donnie, how you doing, man?
Doing good. I'm excited to.
I knew one of them was Golden State. They tried last year, and Rich Paul said, we're not trying to diminish LeBron James' legacy by making him look like a team hopper. And then this year, Rich Paul went out and said, LeBron James is not available.
NBA insider Bill Simmons recently suggested that the Golden State Warriors presented a serious trade proposal to acquire LeBron James. According to Simmons, the potential deal would involve both LeBron and his son, Bronny James, joining the Warriors. In return, the Lakers would receive star Jimmy Butler and Warriors forward Jonathan Kuminga in a blockbuster exchange. Even though LeBron James has opted into his $52.6 million player option with the Lakers, his future in the purple and gold remains uncertain. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.